All right, now we live. We introing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want to do?
Okay.
One of these days, I'm going to make a bet with you. You got to show these people how to do the down and away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even embarrass myself.
It's crazy.
So
You get
many
your feet,
dances now.
their hands to do the opposite. It's
I'm
weird.
surprised ain't nobody make that like a TikTok dance. Like, look at this new TikTok dance that we doing.
I don't know. They don't love us like they do, man.
Started all over, but
They don't love us like they do.
this next topic we gonna get into, it's something that's probably been everybody been holding on to. We kind of was
my TV show.
Yeah.
This is my daily TV show this week.
We was like people was really interested in this at the beginning of the year. And it just was something that was on our mind. But now we getting down to the trial of it.
I'm excited. I don't care. I don't care. I know
this
this
trial is getting out of hand.
This is bad to have that much feeling in my heart because it's a man going through something. There's a lot of pain in it. But being a Tupac fan, I've always been like, I ain't like Diddy.
My God.
I did not. So to see all of this is like, now, Pac, hey, go ahead.
I mean, I see you. Okay, I see what your stance is.
Guilty. Don't make me a juror.
Nah, but on the Diddy trial, I'm gonna basically since you already kind of went in on that,
I ain't go in, but go ahead. You tell me what you think about that.
Yeah, I want to let you know what I think. My point is, my point of view is on the Diddy trial is that I'm kind of fearful for. I know I'm for all women being safe. I don't want no one being abused. I've never been an abusive man. Like, I'm not that type of guy, and I wouldn't, protect anybody who's like that. But saying it in the same sense I see it say, but at the same time, I think that this Diddy trial is kind of getting scary though. Like
for who?
For the entertainers, period.
Cause he knows so much.
Nah, because of the things that he been doing for so long.
So he think he's the Black Epstein,
and that's what they making it seem like.
Is he not?
Do we know? Or is it? First of all, he going to trial.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. At this
for
point
you,
in time.
Yeah.
But we can't go off what the public say because everybody got all these different stories. Some of these stories is far-fetched and made up, and some of these stories could be true. But when you got so much in there, how could you pick out what's true and what's the lie?
For one, in court, the lawyers do it for us. So if it's not right, it's perjury and it's objections. So. I mean, we gotta go off of these stories.
His lawyers are actually doing pretty good in there, though.
Yeah, but it's so. Let me go back to the beginning. I think the things he's done or accused of doing, I think they're horrible. Right? I'm with you. Like, keep our hands to ourselves. I don't bid on women and not like that. So it's not something that we promote. So, but with that being said, the abuse that he did to Cassie, all right, it's horrible.
It's sickening.
But the thing is, let's go with the case. They want to put this RICO case in, and I, right now, side with the lawyer because of Diddy. And I know this is coming from me because it's just domestic violence. And it's hard to say just domestic violence as if it's a lower tier crime versus a RICO or a trafficking. It should be up there with it, and it is in my eyes. But the time that comes with it is different. And that's crazy as our world is. We will want him to be guilty of domestic violence rather than a RICO charge because it's less time in jail or no time in jail. So that's the wild part about it. That we're accepting domestic violence as hey, this is better than that.
Right. I think that's a great point you just made. I think that's the part that's confusing about this case. We know he's guilty with the domestic violence part of it.
Yeah.
But they throwing all these extra other charges coming out with all these different Diddy party stories. That's a trend now.
And it's like
no Diddy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, but then it's like, and then this is his lifestyle. the freak offs and stuff like that, I could promise you,
The
a lot of people,
freak offs.
the people in the world have done that recreationally, and that's just his preference. Like we're finna fry this man because he wants to see his girl get done like that in front of him. That's his preference. That's his sexual preference. Like we can't force our normality on him if that's what he want to do. If he want to turn left, let him turn left. Forcing her, like, nah, that ain't cool.
No, we don't.
Or
accept that.
her mentally only doing it to make him happy and not being totally committed to it. Nah, like, she has to have a choice and have a safe space to establish herself as an individual to decide if she want to engage in that or not.
But at this time, I think it's also Diddy's fault for actually grooming that young lady into trying to do what he wanted to do, never thinking about the outcome of her coming out of that stage of that grooming. Because he groomed her. He was with her since she was, what, 16,
20?
17?
Nah, she was 20. But he said she kissed her on her
Whatever,
21st
how old
birthday,
she
whatever.
was, but
yeah.
20 is young. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You still can't
You ain't
even
experienced
drink
anything
alcohol.
to actually
Even
establish
back then, you couldn't even
a
still drink
baseline
alcohol.
of what to do and what not to do. I'm with you.
Right, and it's like he put her, he groomed her, he made her to what he wanted her to be. He was an older gentleman at the time, being with all these supermodels and all these superstars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Lopez. Was he with?
He was with his son's ex-girlfriend. Like he was with a lot of women, but
Yeah, he was with a
at the
lot of-
same time, so dig though. I think if you're saying like, hey, this is your lifestyle, he would have probably kept it if he didn't abuse her. If he gave her, if she didn't feel like she was forced to do it, he probably could have still had this fun lifestyle. But he I ran through you, or at the beginning it was fun. Now it's not fun no more. I want more. I want this with this girl now. Like I want to do what I want. I just want you for this. You fit in this box, whatever it is. He abused her, so it's like the reward. And that's just in any relationship. If I abuse you, I can't expect the reward that comes with my relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm sitting here, I'm always trying to fight you, if I'm always belittling you, or I'm always, doing that, and then I get in a pinch, I'm gonna expect you to be there? Like, nah, I don't get that luxury of you being there for me if I'm sitting here, treating you like a crappy person.
Right.
And I think that's what happened with that situation. So it's kind of like the tide turn when she's like, yo, I'm getting beat on. He taking things from me, and he want me to do this for him. Like, hell no. And she started thinking for herself and going out. I think, he got with her in the middle of a moment in her life where she was still trying to develop what she wanted to be. That's why she started seeing, Brian Leslie and Kid Cudi and stuff like that. She was trying to figure out, who am I? Am I just this freak out person, or am I she didn't know who she was.
My thing is though, like her going on the stand and her stories is different from everybody else going on
Why is
stand.
that?
Because everybody else who said that they was there and they witnessed all this stuff, they never spoke out about none of this.
We said
ever.
it, I think on our first episode, that beating on women was normal. That's the thing that's going to get a lot of people in trouble, is that a lot of people saw this, a lot of people knew about this, and a lot of people didn't say anything about it. Because everybody was trying to be Diddy's friend. People who left, the threats, the power he had, the people he enabled, or whatever. Like, money can do that. Like, money can do that. Like, if I got money and a reputation to get you in places that you couldn't get in, and get you around people that you never thought you would.
But how could you take credibility from that person who was accepting money at that time from doing that? But now they're like, you know what? Nah, he did all of this. He did this.
Because it's safer.
Is it safe, or
it's safer?
Or is it that
it's
the money
safer
is
because
gone? It was about the money before, but now it's like,
this is
I'm
why
scared, so I'm not taking the money.
And I'm glad you asked me that, because this is why it's safe that you probably didn't think about. The American people would never want a state witness to be murdered. So now, he's locked up. He's being monitored. He don't have that free will to make those calls no more. I can come out openly and say my truth without y'all hurting me. Because the last thing any judge, governor, representative will want is that I had a state witness on a high-profile case get killed because he testified against somebody who was powerful. That's a black eye on any jurisdiction. So that's why I say they're safe now. They basically got full security. You can't touch me. Nothing can happen to me because the second I get timid, people is going to be notified, and it's like, you got to protect this person, especially a high profile case like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just some of the testimony that's coming up is just confusing. Like the people that they got on the stand,
It's
like,
very confusing.
Like, the girl from Diddy Kane, I don't know her
Dawn
name.
Richardson, yeah.
Dawn Richardson, she went
Or
on
Richardson,
the stand,
whatever.
and she was talking about this the whole time. Like, she used to protect Cassidy. They used to speak about stuff, and she was trying to tell her to get out of the relationship. But at the same time, it was like, when did this come about? Like, were you afraid then?
That's
So what's making you not afraid now? Because you was
Like I
actually
said,
signed to him.
like the people that
Now you can't benefit from the Diddy.
no, I'm gonna bring it. This is my opinion on how I think it went. I think the part that confuses me is that she saw it, sympathized for the situation, but still reached out to try to work with him. So it's kind of like that love for that success really, like, that's your morals right there. Like that's what you believe in.
That's
It
where
makes
I'm-
you
that's where I'm coming
crappy
from.
person that be like, I still want to do this. Like even with Cassie, she said he raped her, and then she went back and had, like, afterwards. It's like that what confuses me, but I don't know how the mental makeup of a person who's been in that situation as a woman to be that committed to that.
Nah, of course you
But
can't. I mean,
as far as like the breakdown is just I want to be successful.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to be successful. I can't say nothing. Like, it's not safe. And then the people who wants to part ways from it, they part ways. He let them go, but he still has something on him. And these people that like Don, he probably got a tape with her. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
He just got a tape with her. She probably embarrassed about the tape. She can say that. If the tape actually leaks now after that she, testifies, then it's like, okay, now we have an issue here because now this blackmail stuff is coming out.
Right.
That's probably part of the racketeering. I want these people to do what I want because I have something
I
on
believe
them.
Diddy did do some. I ain't gonna say those. Yeah, he did. He tried to do some bribery. He definitely did. He was so stupid, and he was so used to getting caught. I mean, not caught, but doing stuff, announced to other people. Like, he didn't want nobody to know about it. He'd send them letters here, send them letters there. They wouldn't talk about it to the point where they were talking about, Diddy just sent me a hush letter. He told me he'd give me some money if I shut up.
So
that's why they locked his ass up, because he kept doing stupid shit like that.
That's the thing. I seen that Cassie mom said that he basically said she owed him $20,000 for whatever, right? They paid him the $20,000. They ain't talked to a lawyer to say, hey, can he actually do this? They just paid him $20,000, and then mysteriously they get $20,000 back in return. He just established that you will accept a bribery or money. Like, I have a transaction, a questionable transaction with you, so now I own you. I just want to see if you're gonna give me the money.
Yeah, but that's also an admission of guilt too. That
it is, but it's something that I don't think Diddy thought he was gonna get caught, so he didn't have to deal with a guilt on his end.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure that you couldn't tell nobody because I have dirt on you. Now I got dirt on your mom because I got this $20,000 questionable transaction between her and I got you with all these things, Cassie tapes and stuff like that. Like the guy that was partying, dude was just, he said he was partying, just Diddy bopping, and Diddy was like, "Is that you?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in case I need it." Like, something simple as that.
Yeah.
So you think 20,000 as a shred of weight on you ain't gonna be something that he want to hold on to?
I mean, I think Diddy did whatever he wanted at the time. It was obvious how sloppy he was with this case, and I believe his flaws actually put him in his position. He kind of he thought he was bigger than the program, and I think
I heard those stories with with liquor companies and stuff like that. Yeah,
he thought he was bigger than the program. Not even necessarily just the liquor program. Just he been getting away with shit for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had everything he could want to the point. Remember the stuff that happened at UCLA with his son? You don't remember that? Mm-hmm. When he beat up the coach?
I think I did remember that. Yeah. Okay.
That was big at the time. Then it got swept under the rug to the point where you don't even remember.
You don't.
But it's to the point where he was big. He was big like that. He was doing what he wanted to do, and to the point where he was just when he got this case, he didn't understand what was happening to him.
That's just like anybody who commits a crime. After a while, they don't feel like they're gonna get caught.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
He
think
been
he
doing it for a
abused
long
Cassie.
time.
I think he abused Cassie.
But you know what's crazy that nobody thinking about?
What?
They probably didn't even start with Cassie. Cassie probably wasn't his first one.
No, it wasn't.
So who will be his first one?
His
How far back we gonna go? J-Lo?
Nah, it was way further than
Kim
that.
Porter?
That's what they was talking about.
Kim Porter was the first one? That's how she came into the... Maybe.
They was talking about Kim Porter. I think it's some of his security guards gonna be in the case talking about that.
Boy, it's security guards.
They gonna be They gonna But what else they was talking about in the case that we didn't know, that Diddy had a real big drug problem. Like, I don't know if
yeah, you know what? It's crazy. Everybody,
I didn't know
all that take that, and stupid behavior. We never related it to drugs. We just thought he was just an energetic guy.
Yeah,
this
we
man
thought he was sober, but
when you go in the hood, you see somebody in the middle of the street, just always take that. You gonna be like, oh, he geeking. But when it's Diddy, it's okay. It's just Diddy.
I think what it was is like his tolerance level of the drugs.
No, it was like he was just saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you shopping. It's like, oh, that's just Diddy talking. Like, nah, Diddy.
We never
right
equated
now.
it with drugs.
Like Diddy high right now.
Like,
He talking.
Yeah, Diddy was high. Like, he was high. What is he taking? They said he was taking. Oh my God, he was taking some stuff, and it was like, yo, to the point where him and Cassidy, they actually needed help, like rehab, and they had to go. Like a lot of this stuff was coming out.
That's why he's sober. That's when you know you're sober. You're in the middle of the woods, just talking to her. Yeah, these trees. I want to get closer to God. Like, you start talking weird stuff. Like
when they came out, I started looking at some of his old interviews, and it was like
you see it, right?
Hit different. Like
you see it, right?
Definitely was high. He was definitely on some ecstasy right there. He definitely was on some coke right there because he's just so happy to see people. He can't stop. He touchy-feely with everybody. He jumping on stage at this damn award show. What's wrong with Diddy? Like, Diddy, okay.
Just walking around like he was untouchable.
He keep calling himself all these alter egos.
Love. Puff Daddy. I don't know who. I don't know. I know some crazy aliases and rap names. But Puff Daddy?
You're right, though. Love was the one, though.
No, forget Love. I get in with Love. He want to change his life. Got it. Puff Daddy? I'm going to call myself Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
Come on, man.
But
Puff Daddy.
He wasn't puffing no weed. That motherfucker was puffing.
Snort Daddy.
Snort Daddy. That damn name. Now that I think about it, all them freaky ass drugs he was taking, he probably was also with some freaky ass shit.
Oh my God.
But they trying to.
You know what's funny about it though? This is funny. This is probably TMI, but it's funny. You know, everybody goes through a phase of a preference, right?
Yeah.
This man has stayed consistent with baby oil for like 20 years. After a while, you'd be like, you know what? I'm curious about what it looked like without baby oil. This man was like, nope, I need my oil.
He was all want to be shiny and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, what the hell wrong with you?
It started with the suits with him and Mace.
Should've known.
It's like the big shiny suits. Remember, they was the ones who brought it out.
Oh my God.
I love shiny things.
Diddy thought he was a sex. He thought he was a sex symbol though. Like damn, Diddy, where the fuck did you get that from? Diddy was just. I guess Diddy was on his Diddy shit.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so then how you go from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy? Like, who is telling him these are cool names, bro? You should definitely call yourself that. Like, that's a questionable. If I was telling anybody to call me daddy, like, for one, as a man, do not call me that. I'm not. No, don't do that. A guy? I'll punch you in the nose. Diddy? No damn Diddy.
Yeah, like, yeah. It was Puff Daddy to Puff to Diddy.
P. Diddy. It wasn't just. It was P. Diddy.
P. Diddy to Diddy to. Oh my God, he just went all over the place. He was just
Sean John. It was in the names. It was in the names. I just broke the case. The freaking names. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Love, Sean John. It's in the name. He was telling us the whole time he had sexual problems. He was a pervert.
Nah, it basically showed us he was definitely a narcissist, though. He loved himself very much. He very much loved himself.
Oh my God.
Not to say he ain't love his kids, but he definitely loved himself. And it was, I think his ego got a little bit too big, and it just hit him hard. But it's just sad sad.
It's
to see,
crazy
man.
though, because
sad
it's
to
like,
see when our
but
icons like that.
the people that's always close to him, it's like y'all had to see this stuff. Like you don't like Khaled, close guy to him. Jay-Z, close guy. You know, Beyonce, the close guy.
Oh, you seen what Jay-Z said?
He hit them with the craziest Heisman stiff arm. Like,
That's crazy.
He distanced himself
like,
from
we're
him.
not even friends. I was like,
We're not even
damn.
friends. Like he made it sure. Hey,
He talked to his lawyers though.
hey,
His
you
lawyers
see what
told
he did
him to
today?
say all of that.
You see what he did today? They like, what you think you off limits? P Diddy.
He's throwing parties for him and everything.
He was at every last one of them.
Everybody whoever
Every
got.
last one of them, he was there. Hey,
I want a
he ain't
Diddy
see nothing.
party.
He ain't see nothing. You know your homeboy was there too.
Ooh.
LeBron.
Oh my God.
You know,
Stop
he
it,
was
bro.
on the phone telling people, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Man, get out of here.
Yeah, that's your guy, man.
Ron is a married man, man. He got his.
All of them was, and they was still
was rappers.
They was still married. A lot of them was married. It was still.
What about your boy Kevin Hart?
That's not my boy. They gave up on him. I think you put me on that. He did one. You're like, bro, he ain't really that funny. And I think ever since you said that, I was like, you know what? He ain't. He's just short and complains about it.
Yeah, he almost like the
Like a one-trick pony.
Will Ferrell type of.
Yeah,
comedy,
like you just
he just act goofy as hell.
everything is going to be about his height. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart can get in that.
But
it's entertaining. I like this because I wasn't really watching that YSL trial. I didn't follow that. Like,
oh my
everybody
God, the
thought
YSL trial was too long.
But this one I'm actually interested in. Like I'm following. I'm getting the updates. The YSL.
I don't think you had no choice. I think everybody wants to know what's going to happen with this case because
yeah, I guess
because it's somebody we grew up watching, like making a band. Man, that was
different, man. I'm different. You know what I'm waiting on?
What?
I'm waiting on these lists of people he had these interactions with to see what these celebrities be doing. Like I want to see this incident happened and Meek Mill was there and
they already put out a few of them,
but I don't know if those are real. Would it come out in the
Michael
court
B.
case?
Jordan name in there.
They put Obama's name in there, man.
Oh my God.
That's why I was like, you gotta.
Diddy was never invited to the White House.
I think he was.
Obama was smart enough not to invite Diddy to the
I
White
hope
House.
he was. I really hope he was.
He had inside information on that man
Blind,
was on
close
drugs.
Turn my face up over here.
You got me off the screen now.
You all right? There I am. Okay. Yeah, you straight. But
All
yeah,
right.
we out.
Yeah, let's switch it up and go to the next topic.
Hey, come backwards, bro.
We gonna